Welcome back. An Ian Wright goal separates the two sides here tonight. But before we look at some of the action, I want to talk again to Terry Venables on his decision, I might add, this afternoon to end his position as England coach at the end of his 2-year contract, Terry. Now, just for those who didn't hear at the beginning of the programme, this is based on your need, you believe, to fight in person, not 1 but 3 cases pending.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation, and we've had our problems last year. Everyone was aware of it, and through those times I expect people to be very strong with me. I think there was a few wobbly, and the situation will get hotter next year. And if that's the case, and there is an embarrassment, I really don't think that I'd want to be part of that.
So we can discount anything about FA contractual problems, or indeed this campaign by certain people in the press?
Yeah, well, that's not a problem. I've dealt with that before, and I think I've shown that I can deal with that. But I think it's just a case of what I've told you already.
Is this going to help or hinder England's chances in the European Championship?
Well, if I've only got 5 months, I'm going to give everything I have, which I would anyway, but it's motivated me even more.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from the players' point of view. I know how much they respect you, and I think they'll want you to go out on a high, so that I'm turning almost a negative into a positive.
That would be delightful. I mean, that is what I want to do. That's what I came into the job to do. And to miss out on the World Cup is a big disappointment. But we've got to face facts, and if that's the reality, I've got to deal with it.
Let's just talk briefly about a successor. I don't think too many people want the job for one reason or another, but how do you see that progressing? Do you see a successor in place before the finals?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would say that's the point. I mean, it's no good us talking about it with a few weeks to go before we've got to qualify for the World Cup. I've given the FA plenty of time to do that, and I've said there's no hard feelings. If I can help the successor, if he wants it, if he doesn't, it's understandable. If he does, I'll help all I can.
Alongside you, or not part of that party?
No, that would have to come after the European finals, because that's the priority, and we don't want any distractions from that. But if the decision was going to come after the European finals, he would only be implemented then anyway. This way, at least he's implemented, and as I say, if I can help, I'm only too happy to do it.
Would you like to have continued?
Of course I would. I mean, that goes without saying. I wouldn't have gone into the job if I didn't want to stay in it. But,
so anything left to change your mind?
No.
Is there anything at all?
No, nothing at all.
No. OK, we better get on to talking about football
good,
now. Shall we do that? Let's start with the Ian Wright goal.
That's the other thing as well. Now
yeah,
I
there's
can
football
actually
out here as well. Shall we? Yeah, OK.
Yeah.
Now, Ian Wright's goal, what did you make of this, Terry?
Well, we were saying now that he's not been in the game, and as we always know about Ian Wright, you've got to concentrate on him, otherwise he's going to hurt you. And he takes a good pull-off position. You think it's really a crossing position. He gets a nice bounce, it sits up, and the goalkeeper seems to panic. He seems to lose the ball, and he just sticks an arm out.
I really believe this ball starts on his left hand here, Terry, and moves to his right, and Pavel Cernacek panics a little bit, which keepers do when the ball moves.
It's a great shot. We'll see a good angle from it from the first time.
That's on his left.
It's on its left, and it turns as he's going across, and he just swings an arm at it. I mean, the thing to do, it's very difficult. He's just got to keep cool and try to block it the best he can.
Yeah. Now, Arsenal had the best early on, but Newcastle came back. Now, there's one real bit of controversy about this booking of David Ginola. I think we should look at it, because I think it's unfair, maybe.
Well, it is unfair. I think we'll see here. The one thing you mustn't do is dive in with him. And Winterburn really looks like he's lost from it. He comes inside Keown. He comes back and gets another opportunity. He just swings at it. There's no doubt about it's a foul.
So he could have been off, in other words. Nigel Winterburn could have been off there.
Well, it's possible. It certainly was a foul, and whether he should have sent him off or not is another matter. But I think to punish Ginola was unfair. I mean, there's been times when he's getting criticised from the fans for diving, and that's the culture of the way these guys are brought up.
You love the way Ginola takes up this position in relation to the fullback, don't you?
Very interesting. Most wingers will stay wide, and if he's not getting any joy on the wing, he'll come against the right back like a centre forward does against the centre half with his back to him, and fullbacks find that very difficult to deal with. They get anxious, and they do commit fouls in that situation. He does that very well.
Yeah. It should be a great second half, but on the way to our break here, let me tell you about a sporting programme tomorrow evening to look forward to. 7:30 on ITV, Peak Performance, where it takes an analytical look at Arsenal's Ian Wright, David Platt and Dennis Bergkamp. 7:30 tomorrow night. They could do with that in the dressing room right now. 45 minutes still to go here tonight. We'll be back after the break.